Hey everyone, this is Arisha Suhaimi, and today we'll be going over the ZEMA weekly assignments for crude products, specifically for assignment number 2, crude forward curves. First things first, we're going to click on New, Analytic, and then we are going to work on Series A. So in the screenshot, remember, open the Word document that's under the Blackboard assignments. I've kind of created this detailed instructions with screenshots of what you should fill out. So this first one is going to be source. We're going to change the data source, make it NYMEX. There you go. And then data report, it's going to be future settlements. And then observation is going to be average. And then we're going to look for settle. And then for the attributes, we're going to look for crude oil. There you go. Ticker is going to be CL. There you go. And then don't change any of that. Scroll to the bottom. Caption, we're going to name it CL most recent. This is basically the value that's the most recent of today's date. And then we're going to click on series options. Since this is crude forward curves, we're going to click on forward analysis, and then series options should come up. Under series options, we are going to make this, let me make it a little bigger so that you guys can see. So we're gonna do forward curve, single, normal, don't change any of that, make it monthly, that's there. And then most recent date, we're gonna have the first and then within the last 7 days. Then we're gonna click apply. And there you go, it's gonna be your first Series A under this assignment. And so things will get a little tricky while we're creating the next ones. So for Series B, what you're going to do is you're going to copy Series A, and then what we're going to do is under Series Options, sorry about that, under Series Options, we are going to change the date option. It is going to be a single date. And it's going to be, under a date option, we're going to say it's relative to current date. And we want this Series B to be what was CL a month ago. So right now, it's August 17, 2020, right? A month ago was July 17, 2020, right? So we're gonna change it to that. So whenever you're watching this, whatever the date is, change this date to whatever it was a month ago. That's all you gotta do. And we're gonna click this button, this date option, relative to current date, meaning that no matter what day it is, when you open up this file, it's always gonna be a month, a month before. So the last month, I mean. So yeah, so then you click apply. And you wanna change the caption. Forgot to do that. Change the caption to CL a month ago. And that's your Series B. So yeah. So what we're trying to see is that we're looking at these forward curves, right? We want to see what was the most recent one, what was a month ago. And now we're going to fill out what it was at the beginning of 2020, which is the current year that we're in. So if you're looking at this in 2022, you're going to look at what was at the beginning of 2022, whatever year you're in, and then the last 3 years. So next, for Series C, basically copy it once more. We're going to once again change the series options, and what we're going to do is we're going to change it so that it's at the beginning of the year. So this year, like I said, is 2020. So we're going to look at January 4th, 2020. So what we do is under series option, we're going to click on the date, and we're going to change it to January 4th, 2020. Date option is going to be relative to current date, but it's not. It's going to be a constant date. And yeah, and it's a constant date because this is what it is at the beginning of the year. It's not like 6 months ago, 10 months ago. It's going to change, so it can't be relative to what it is now. It has to be constant. because that's a specific date we're looking at. So you change the constant date, and that's the only difference. These are the two. It's like relative date. Everything else downwards is constant date. So you go ahead and click apply. Yeah. And then for D through F, it's going to be based on the screenshot. So it's going to be, you're looking at CL January 4th, 2019, CL January 4th, 2018, and onwards. And that's basically it. Just remember to, number one, change the date, and number two, change the date option to constant date. That's it. And then last is like you change the data option. Make sure that we're excluding weekends and make sure that it's under NYMEX. And then we want to have it from at the beginning of 2020. So that's the beginning of whatever year you're in, and this year it's 2020. So we're going to do January 4th, 2020, and make it 3 years in advance. So 2020 plus 3, 2023. Yeah, and then that's going to be at the end of the year for 2023. So make it like December 1st. And then, yeah, the interval is going to be monthly. And then you click submit, then a chart will come up, analytic chart. And then you click save as. So don't forget to save as based on the screenshot. And then your final product should look like this. So as you can see, I've got my crude forward curves showing the exact same screenshot. And you can see this is what the chart looks like. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Feel free to reach out if you have any other questions.